Hello everybody, I am Rob and welcome back to the PC Support Midlands YouTube channel. Today we are going to be looking at the top 5 microphones for your content, for your channel, and to get the best and crispiest audio imaginable. Without further ado, let's take a look at my recommendations for the top 5 microphones you should be using on YouTube today. Okay, so before we get into the top 5 microphones, perhaps I should just let you know that everything we're going to be mentioning today, just like in our cameras video, that if you haven't seen, you may want to go over and take a look at, we will be recommending because they're budget. We know that as companies, as content creators, sometimes you don't always have the money to burn, and as we've mentioned a few times already, we know that a lot of the recommendations on YouTube are based on affiliate links and you earning people some money. While their videos may not be sponsored, their links are there so you can line their pockets. That is not the purpose of our videos. Our videos are here to bring you value and to hopefully get you the best content for your money. So the first on the list is the Boya BY-M1, which is a lav mic that comes in at £21. Now, you would think that the microphone at this cost would be ridiculous and useless, but this microphone is remarkable. When tested against the Rode lav mic, which is around about £60, I believe, at the time of filming, you can barely tell the difference. And as you will see throughout this video, the Boya mics really do stand up against the big boys. The Boya BY-M1 has fantastic sound quality. It comes with an extremely long cable. I think the cable measures in at 5 meters. You get a nice neat little carry case with it. You should also note that you can use this microphone with your mobile phone or your cell phone or your camera, and it plugs directly into your audio port. If you have a camera that doesn't have a mic in / audio port, you can plug it into something like a Zoom H1N, which is brilliant. I have my lav mic plugged in directly to my Panasonic Lumix, and hopefully you will hear nice sound from it. Is it crispy? Could I be the greatest showman? Whoa! I've always dreamed of being P.T. Barnum. Now, let me just clarify, when I say I've always dreamed about P.T. Barnum, I do not want to keep bearded people that are not meant to have beards or shaven bears in a shed. I meant in the film Greatest Showman, not in the torture-y way. Back to the video. The second microphone we're going to be talking about today is the Rode VideoMicro. The Rode VideoMicro comes in at £35, which for a shotgun mic is absolutely remarkable. For the Rode VideoMicro, it is great at lengths of around about 5-6 feet. You get good crispy audio out of it, and for something so cheap, Rode have actually made a bargain product that is very usable. It's quite aesthetically pleasing, as you can possibly see here. It's not as nice as some of the other Rode mics and the sound quality isn't as good, but on the other side of things, you are saving yourself around about £100 in cost, and it's all about value. As long as you're getting good audio, that's all that matters. The third microphone on our list is another Boya. The third microphone on our list is the third Boya. Follow me, I know the way. I am the captain now. The third microphone on our list is the Boya BY-MM1, not to be confused with the Boya M1. It's got a second M in there, a M1 if you wish. Okay. The Boya BY-MM1 is basically a mirrored version of the Rode VideoMicro. The only difference is it costs a lot less. You can actually pick this microphone up for £15. They do have different versions of it on Wish, but we've all ordered from Wish before, and you know that's a mistake because some kind of weird fetish toy will turn up and it won't actually be a microphone. Sorry, I digress. Yes, the Boya BY-MM1 has mirrored quality as the Rode VideoMicro, and it is yet again another remarkable microphone. So when it comes to recommendations, and a cheap recommendation, this is one of my finest ones. The next microphone on our list is the microphone behind me here. This is the Neewer NW-1500. This microphone is interesting looking. It looks very similar to the Blue Spark, which is obviously just a lot more expensive, but this microphone here comes in at around about £21. It's an XLR microphone, but for an XLR microphone, it is remarkable. It's wonderful. We're going to go on to getting the best sound from your XLR microphone after this list, but this is one of my recommendations. The sound is nice. You just need to have a phantom power supply for the Neewer NW-1500, but I'm going to be recommending a power supply, phantom power supply with audio interface shortly after I've gone over the next microphone. The fifth and final microphone we are going to be recommending is the Behringer C-1. I'm a huge fan of Behringer's audio equipment, and that's why this microphone has made the list. I've tried to keep things as cheap as possible. This one is the most expensive one, but don't panic, it's not overly expensive. This microphone comes in at £35 to £40, and it really is a solid workhorse. This microphone it's Behringer through and through. But it does have one caveat, that it requires a 48 volt phantom power supply. Now, if you've used XLR microphones in the past, you probably only have a 12 volt phantom power supply. I myself have a 48 volt one, and that is what I'm going to be recommending to you shortly after I've finished. The Behringer C1 is a microphone that is solid, it feels good, it's packed really, really well, it's got some good deep sound, and as far as all cheap microphones go, budget microphones under £50 go, this is my number 1 choice as far as XLR microphones go. I've had the pleasure of using this microphone for about 3 or 4 months. I've opted to keep the Neewer NW-1500 because I like the way it looks. But if you're after something that's going to give you the best audio you can get, possibly not just for under £50 but for under £150 from XLR microphone, the Behringer C1 is it. Now, when it comes to XLR microphones, do not ever, under any circumstances, use an XLR to audio cable. These cables will just destroy your audio and will not be nice in the slightest. You will get tinny, rattly, horrid audio, and your content will suffer because of it. This is why I recommend, if you're going to get an XLR microphone, get hold of the Behringer Xenix. The Behringer. Get hold of the Ibabe. Lots of does they want us fluffy boys and hobbitses. The Behringer was I. The Behringer Xenix 802. The Behringer Xenix 802 is a dual input audio interface with a 48 volt power supply, phantom supply, that you can plug your XLR microphones into, such as your C1, or as I have, the Neewer NW-1500 plugged into it, and it gives you far more options on what you can do and what you can achieve with your sound. Now, you can adjust this during filming. You've actually got a headphone jack input so you can listen to your own voice, but you can listen to your own input and you can mix things around and get your audio sounding perfect and crispy clean. Crisp and clean, no caffeine. Now, you're probably asking yourself, why wouldn't you spend a lot more on audio? Now, the truth is, you can spend a lot more on audio, but the amount, if you're going to buy a cheaper microphone for between £15 and £50 and an audio interface, the Behringer 802 comes in at around about £40. So you're going to be keeping your audio costs around about £100 or below. You will notice you could spend £100 on your audio, or you could spend £600 on your audio, and you're going to get no difference at all. The difference you will hear is nothing. Maybe to the trained ear, it is something they would pick up on very, very easily, but to 90% of the people you're trying to reach, your audio is going to be crisp, it's going to be beautiful, and they're going to hear something that's not going to turn them away from your videos, and that is all that you need. Above your video, your audio just needs to be crisp, and that's the one thing you need to keep people watching your videos and get people to see that you've put some effort into your content. Okay, so in my opinion, what would I recommend from our top 5? Well, for me, I will always opt for a lav mic. Lav mics are just a matter of convenience for me. I can clip them onto my collar and away I go. For others, they may want something a little more out there on a boom arm. So for example, you can put a shotgun mic onto a boom arm. So if your distance from your camera is 12, 18 feet, get an extendable audio in cable for the microphone, stretch it out, pop it on a boom arm, pop it out a shot, and you're going to have incredible audio for a very, very, very low price. So guys, that has been my top 5 recommendations for microphones to help getting your audio sounding wonderful. If you have any questions, or you can drop them down in the comments and I will try my best to answer them. Coming up at a later date, we will have a video on how to adjust things like noise gate, suppression filters inside of software such as OBS or Streamlabs OBS to give you the best possible sound. So until next time, we will just leave you with this.
And now, before we go, our Trumpism of the week.
It's just been announced that a second brand new coal mine where they're going to take out clean coal, meaning they're taking out coal, they're going to clean it.
That's a lot of nuts!